Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back and we are talking about Jose Mourinho again. Yes, again on this channel because he's gone and got himself another job, hasn't he? Uploaded his CV to Instagram over the last couple of weeks since he's been sacked by Tottenham Hotspur, has got him another job. And you know what? It's not a bad job at all. I didn't expect him to walk into a job at this type of level. Now, it does symbolise a few things in regards to his fall from grace. You know, they're not Manchester United, Real Madrid, Chelsea, teams that should be expected to challenge for the big trophies. Roma are clearly a club with an immense history, you know, with great fan base, with some great players down the years. But they're not the top side in Italy. And similar to moving to Spurs, it shows you the fall of grace that Jose has had. And it's another one of those moves where he stains his legacy at clubs he was once loved or he is loved. Would he do this if he thought he could have got a better job elsewhere to ruin potentially his legacy at Inter Milan by joining one of their rivals? Would he have joined Spurs, you know, a club that he had taken the piss out all his career, said he would never join them? Would he have joined Spurs and ruined his legacy at Chelsea, you know, if he hadn't had that fall of grace that he had had? Of course not. Now, it's been a pretty great fall of grace for him, picking up all those paychecks while he's on his way out and payoffs and all that kind of stuff. But I think it is one of those that shows his fall from grace yet again. But I actually think if there's anywhere he could be a success, this could be it. Look, going in at Tottenham, they had an expectation over a style of play. Maybe they're not winners, maybe they're not this, maybe they're not that. But what they had was an expectation over a style of play. What Spurs fans had was that thing is Chelsea. You know what Rory would say, where he's proper, like, Spurs fans would have been thinking, this is Chelsea Mourinho. So they already start off on a bad foot. At Roma, or in Rome, now correct me if I'm wrong, of course, maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I feel like his style of football will translate better. So he's already got a chance. Like, look, Antonio Conte's just won the league over there. Fantastic manager, but the style of football isn't amazing when you look at some of the players that he's using over there. Alexis Sanchez, Ashley Young, etc. Matteo Darmian, not great players, do you know what I mean? Like, you think of those players, you think of the style of football, you think maybe Jose could fit in here, because Serie A still hasn't really progressed in terms of, you know, this tiki-taka, fast-paced, passing and pressing kind of football. They still have that, a lot of rigidity in there, a lot of defensiveness. You know, Chris Smalling's gone over there and made himself a success. And talking about Chris Smalling, another man that didn't do too badly under Jose, and people are laughing, saying Smalling ain't gonna want to be in this position. But I don't think Smalling will mind. The one you got to look out for and worry about is Henrikh Mkhitaryan. That poor fella must be thinking, fuck sake. How can I get rid of this guy? Because I think Mkhitaryan spoke about it, that I don't think their mentality's really got on well. But we saw when Jose come to Man United and Mata was there, you know, he still managed to put things to the side and get on with it. So maybe he can make Mkhitaryan a success again. I thought Mkhitaryan actually was one of the Roma players that did alright in that first half against us. But, you know, is the one that you'd be feeling sorry for at the minute, Henrikh Mkhitaryan. But still, could he potentially turn things round there? The ones who have got to worry for themselves, and there's a few of them at Roma, are the younger lads. You know, the Pellegrinis and that. Are they still going to have the same sort of relationship, the same opportunities that they had then? Because that might change for them. But I wouldn't be surprised to see if this ended up as a short-term success, or he had some success, managed to get the fans on side, do all that, But then it's about his man management. Is his man management good enough for the modern day game? Is he going to be able to galvanise that dressing room and keep him on side for a long enough time? Is he going to be able to get the results? Because look, in Italy, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, all these teams are expected to outperform Roma. So if he's knocking about 4th, 5th, the pressure will build very, very quickly. That fan base will expect, because when Mourinho comes to your club, your expectations are risen. Even if what he's done in his last couple of jobs hasn't been great. You know, Spurs wasn't great. United wasn't great. But again, if he was to have a season where he wins the Europa League and the Italian Cup, he'd be seen as a hero over there. So I do still think he has the ability to possibly turn this around, and this could be one of the better moves for Jose Mourinho. Italian football, the style of play, but it's whether his man management can survive. And in the process of doing this, he's ruining his legacy at other clubs, and that's important. You know, after his do at Roma, are Inter Milan fans still going to think the same way about him? You know, because Chelsea fans, they might say, oh yeah, he's done this, but they don't regard him as they used to. You know what I mean? Like, you begin to stay in your legacy, but does your legacy matter? Does your legacy matter when you're making so much money, when you're in the game and you need a job? Because that's how these managers see it, as a job. You know, I heard Sam Allardyce talking about how he was a Wolves fan, and then he wasn't a Wolves fan anymore. And like, I suppose when you're a footballer who's constantly on the move, or when you're a manager, they must have to kind of put their feelings and loyalties to a side, because they need to work, they need to eat. But Mourinho's not short on a stack, because he's been getting payoff after payoff. He'll probably end up in another one here, but it's an interesting move. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Jose Mourinho at AS Roma. Yeah, I think it symbolises his fall from grace, but who knows? This could be a place where he gets it right, because at Spurs, it wasn't just the man management that didn't run well. It was the style of play as well. And he may be able to get over that in Italy, as that's a style that may work, may be successful. That's part of the battle. Can he get the fans on side, the players on side? Who knows? Remains to be seen. But let's go and give his new club a spanking on Thursday. Another spanking. He obviously won't be in charge for that game. His contract's from the start of next season. So don't be expecting him to rock up at Old Trafford on Thursday, or for the game on Thursday. It's not at Old Trafford, is it? So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep it locked to AdamMcKola TV. We've got another video coming up for you later. I did one on Jadon Sancho and all that kind of stuff, and further protests and that. So that will be coming up later. But as soon as this news broke, I had to get on it. See you in a bit.